Hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, where today we are going to get started on the bonus story, Future Connected. So let's go. I guess first we're getting started on this load screen.
That symbol. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny! All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
So yeah, in case you weren't aware that this takes place
What were you looking at?
after the
Busy?
main game.
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking. Thinking about the future that awaits us all.
There it is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemar.
All right. I'm on my way.
I had heard that Melia sounded different. I think that's a nice little touch there, showing the Bionis explode, leaving the shoulder behind.
Phew. Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital. Then suddenly, a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps. The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
You make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in the dark here.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
Sister Bon, watch out on right! I take care of it. Kino handle left side. Gotcha!
Those voices.
Are those? It's Kino and Nene. What are they doing here?
Shulk, we must help them.
Of course.
Yeah, I know the gameplay differences. I've done this before. Yeah, no chain attacks, which is unfortunate, because chain attacks were busted AF. And yeah. Shulk doesn't get visions, which is unfortunate, because visions were also very helpful. Actually, hang on, let's... Yeah, whatever. Okay, and... yeah, skill tree system is gone, which means Melia, unfortunately, isn't as good as she otherwise would have been. She didn't really come into her own until she got certain skills. Yeah, Junk's kind of crashed a little bit here. There's definitely a hole through it, considering there's water in here. And since, even though they've got the same voice actors, since this was recorded several years later, yeah, Melia's voice actress doesn't quite get the voice the way it used to be. And I know this takes place a little over a year after the end of the base game, or rather after at least part of the end of the base game. But like, yeah, Melia sounds like she's aged up a lot in that year.
Who next in line to get face full of mild down? Anyone so much as breathe this way, rifle of Kino go blah blah blah!
Kino, Nene, are you hurt?
Let us help too.
Miss Melia, Mr. Shulk! How very welcome. More is always merrier.
So I find it a little telling that they start you off controlling Melia and not Shulk. Just really driving it home that she's the main character of this story. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, she's still fine, but she's not as good as she used to be. And having both her and Shulk in a party is unfortunate, which makes it even more unfortunate because having Shulk in a party with two Nopon means we have to listen to the two Nopon the entire time. There's no winning here, because this is the full party for this story. And based on the things that you hear these Nopon say, you'll be able to guess that their arts are heavily based off the arts of certain partners we had in the main game.
Mr. Shulk! Kino have great follow-up to that. No stealing thunder of Nene.
Everyone, let's go!
Nene's starting to get too far. Hammer feet.
How good are we?
Nene wins back. Nene ready and able. Nene calm them into action.
And there we go.
Big sis, we did it! Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Ryan and Sharla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting. For children of here upon Ricky's household. No injuries, Kino?
Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
Oh, really? Most interesting.
Please do not take personally.
If we stay here, there is a risk of another attack. We should move to a safer location.
Very well. Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go. This place looks promising. We can take a break here.
Yeah, it's like a whole 20 feet from where you just were.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here at all?
About that.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What?
Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionis shoulder.
So,
Ah. So that is where the junks comes in then. I appreciate it. But even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding continues. Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Mama? Me. Kino, may be better to explain. Mama, we're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices. Now, Kino. Nene watch Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak peekings. Mama, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too. Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Ooh. Kino always look up to Dedapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty Heropon make friends with every toe step. Or so Dedapon say, at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries. It's not fault of Sister Pon. These not scored Nene. Fault is of Kino only. Kino. Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dedapon and Monopon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were alone?
Is truth. One day, out of blue, Dedapon bring Kino home. Said, here is Brotherpon. That day, no Somebody make comments. Everyone except Kino. Kino, what happy they could say. That why. That they want to become hero pawn and repay debt to family. You're really sorry.
Kino, you do your family honor. Yours is a most noble sentiment. I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Actually, Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Kino must. You really twist wing. But fine, we'll allow to be sidekicks of Kino. Kino? Wrong word. Supposed to say friends.
So I can say that the two Nopon are very well cast.
So, we'll be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
Explain.
I'm a bit concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
Yeah.
It is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The cape it is.
Great. It's settled.
Legend of Hero Volcano! It all starts here! Mehey!
Oh boy, we already had event theaters. We know what they are. But yeah, well cast. I mean, it's pretty much par for the course for this game. And yeah, Bionis' shoulder. It's an environment that was cut from the base game before it originally launched. Like, they had modeled it out and clearly done at least some testing on it. But due to maybe they didn't have time to finish it or didn't have the budget for it, but it got cut from the final game. We were originally going to go through Bionis' shoulder to get to Aerith Sea from Magna Forest. And yeah, that was going to be a thing, but now it's not. So they revived what content they had, fixed it up, added more to it, and used it to make this extra story. Which, hey, that's nice. There's definitely worse things they could have done. Also, when we actually get to the point where we hear some of the new combat music and stuff, there's some good stuff.
Winning just come natural, Kino.
Right, let's do this.
They meet the match, Kino.
Like, we get this jazzy stuff going. It's nice. Interestingly, the extra story in Xenoblade 2, Torna, also ended up having more jazzy standard battle music.
What is doing best? Kino up! Kino up! Ready and able. Kino plus sidekicks are non-defeatable. Have to brag to Dedapon once Nene gets back.
Okay. So, right. Was gonna investigate this. I don't think we can have this conversation yet, but... yeah, quiet moments. They replace heart-to-hearts, and instead of having choices, they have voice acting. Oh, so I guess we can have this quiet moment. We just need Melia.
These flowers. Don't they smell heavenly?
Miss Melia is big fan of flowers?
Yes, because of my mother. When I was young, she often asked for my help with the villa's flower beds. How about you, Nene?
Nene also loves flowers very much.
I see. Then we have something in common. Before, when I spoke of them to a Homs friend, she said flowers are nice, but nothing beats a warm dinner. I got no understanding from her. Finally, fate sent me someone I can communicate with.
What Miss Melia say about dinner?
Oh, just talking to myself. The dinner part wasn't really relevant.
But Nene big fan of dinner too. Most of all, pollen orbs from factory in Frontier Village. They so very soft and so yummy scrummy.
Look, that's not... Hold on.
Meme?
When you said you love flowers, did you mean as a foodstuff?
Meh? There is meaning other than?
Ugh, I should have known. You're one of them. Nene, listen. Flowers are not simply special because they can be eaten. We can admire their beauty, or use them to create ornaments and works of art. And that is a great part of their charm.
Ornaments. Meme! Oh yes, Nene remember. Long ago Dedapon make Mamapon flower crown for giver's gift.
Ricky did that. That Nopon has hidden depths. In any case, I would like it if you also had an interest in inedible flowers. If you did, then you too, just like your mother in her own day, may know the joy she felt.
Okay, the next time Nene find flowers that cannot eat, Nene will make pretty flower crown for Miss Melia.
Huh?
To eyes and Nene, Miss Melia look most bestest in blue. What think?
Good taste.
While I appreciate the offer greatly, weren't you originally of the regarding flowers as food persuasion?
Meh? If you make pollen orbs from not eatable flowers, they bitter and not tasty.
Yes, a fair point. It is just as you say. So Nopon see different but equal value in flowers depending on whether they're edible. Maybe it was foolish in the first place to try and choose only one while discounting the other. Well then, I will humbly accept the sign of your affection.
Nene, roger that.
And yet, why do it for me? Won't Kino and Shulk feel left out?
There is very good reason. Nene just want to see smiling face of Miss Melia, bright as sun rays.
Oh my.
Meme? Something wrong? Nene, not say anything weird.
No, not at all. It was just how sincerely you said it. I should take a leaf out of your book.
Meh?
Precious Nene, I look forward to the gift.
Nene pull out all stops.
Although, I would feel a bit awkward were I the only one to wear one. Why don't we make them together and exchange them afterwards?
Meme? That sound wonder marvelicious. Is deal. No, in fact, is unbreakable promise.
Yes, naturally.
So yeah, quiet moments are nice. You get those nice little scenes with some fun interactions.
Everyone, stay on your guard.
I guess we're Melia now. That's fine. She's not as good as she used to be, but she's not bad. Though, where's my summon ice? Who set up this bar? Who decided that summon aqua was more important than summon ice? Who decided that healing gift was more important than summon ice? I definitely need to have some words with whoever set up Melia's starting bar here. Let's look at our arts. Okay. We Need Summon Ice. Summon Aqua is not worth it. Summon Wind is probably better than Summon Fire. And Reflection over Healing Gift. Burst End over Hypnotize. And that'll be good for now. So here we can see that Nene is a Rhine recolor, complete with new names for some things, but not all. Like Hammer Beat and Bone Upper, those are the same. Dive Sobat has become Chive Sobat. War Swing is now Feather Swing. Wild Down is Mild Down. Shield Bash is Shield Kersmash. Rage is Hangry. Though we want Berserker, because Berserker is just way better. Aura Burst is now Aura Toast. Guard Shift is Guard Sift. Magnum... What was it? Magnum Charge? Now it's Magnum Starch. And I think I'm going to go Bone Upper over Hammer Beat, just because Bone Upper lets her do her taunt more often. And then let's actually go Hammer Beat over Aura Toast, because her Ether stat is not amazing. Ugh, this is also a terrible bar. So, yeah, Heal Bullet is now Healy Bullet. Heal Burst or Blast or whatever is Heal Kaboom. Healing Round is Heal Round-around. Cure Thingamy is better than Curedy Pure Round. Yeah, Crackle Bullet is fine. I'd rather have Boost over Yogurt Stance. And I'd rather have Noggin Shot over Idle Blast. And then for Shulk, I mean, he's Shulk. And he comes with all the Monado arts. One of them being more important than the rest, that's Armor. Armor is invaluable for this, especially since we don't get visions, so we can't rely on Shield. But Armor, slap that on with max level and you're taking 75% less damage from everything at all times.
Everyone, stay on your guard. Nene weather any storm. Witness true power of hero pawn in training. Poison.
Kind of odd that the hero pawn in training is the ranged healer. Like, you would have expected the hero pawn in training to be the one trying to do melee. Don't know why I used Reflection there. I guess I was expecting to take aggro on this thing for having used an AoE.
How can this be? Ancient spirit of ice to me! Freeze! Ice wave! The ether is flowing through me! Behold my power!
Definitely gonna have to get some more AP so that I can level up some arts, make these characters not so bad. Oh, bye, Kino. Oh, welcome back. Thanks for not going away completely. That would have been unpleasant. So, I can't help but notice the healer had aggro over the actual tank. Wait, did the poison not land? This thing isn't poisoned. It should be poisoned. Of course, Melia should also not be dead, but things don't always go as we want, I suppose. Oh, it's resisting our stuff. That's unfortunate, considering it's only 4 levels above us. Cool. Killed Melia with an AoE. Can one of you stand up and pick Melia back up, please? Thank you. Are we seriously gonna die to a freaking bird? Alright, I need this poison to actually go off, please. There we go. Thing poisoned. Though our poison is really not as good as it used to be. Okay, now we just are not allowed to have any more deaths. Should have gotten a little farther away, huh? That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Okay, what can I do? I can do that. Much as I like using Melia, she's just not really gonna cut it for a while. She always needed some significant investment in order to function properly. But in this side story, that's just even more true than it used to be. Is this thing gonna come down and aggro to us? I think it might. Whoops. Well, it's not if I am in the water, maybe? I don't want to be here. Too busy looking up. Not enough time spent looking at my feet. So there's that chest. I do kind of want it. Oh, sounds like Nene's happy. Okay, let's, I guess, go. Fine. Armor is over here. So you'll note that we are missing one Monado art, and that's Enchant. Turns out, when there's no mech on, you don't need it, so they just got rid of it. Nene, can you please be better at keeping aggro? Alright. Good stuff, that armor. Dang it, Shulk, stop having aggro. Wow. Nene, you are so bad at taking aggro. Why are you so bad at taking aggro? Oh, cool. Toppled. Oh. Bye, Kino. Bye again, Kino. I just used Shadow Eye. Why do I have aggro? I mean, I guess the thing is, 6 levels above those two, so they're just missing it constantly? Is that what's going on? And making them so bad at this? That was real bad timing on the pickup there.
Someone need help? Nene not feeling wonder marvelicious. Let Nene come off feet.
I'm alright, Shadow Eye. Keep at it.
Feelings of Nene's soul.
Almost there.
So,
I'm feeling it.
Here goes.
I've just stolen aggro with auto attacks. Is she really that bad at hitting this thing? Okay, Shulk, stop attacking it.
Monado, lend us your power. Monado.
Armor just to try and keep us alive as we flee.
Make a run for it. Hang in there.
You'll note there's a UM there. We are not going to fight it because it will definitely kill us. At least until we get some levels under our belt. Oh look, it's Pororo's favorite. Might as well go the direction they want us to. Because if we do, we can at least maybe get a couple things that'll help us out a little. And let's change to daytime here. Because I feel like the scene that we're about to see probably works a little better in daytime.
Many bird people here.
Are there really only high end tier living here?
Oh there, strangers.
Oh, hello.
I see. You've had a rough time of it. However, I suggest you steer clear of Alchemoth. Even if you do somehow get there in one piece, don't expect the transporters to be running.
Oh? Why's that?
The thing that shot at you was no defense platform. It was a monster we've taken to calling the Fog King.
The Fog King?
Yeah. Suddenly showed up in Alchemoth a few months back.
From what I gather, you're from the Imperial Guard. Are the swords you carry just for show?
Taking a sword to it is folly. It laughs at our attacks. It's like hacking at smoke. Blows pass clean through it.
Must be Ghost. Ghost not shoot beams, dum-dum.
So that's why you call it the Fog King?
We fought in defense of our home. We were ready to die, and many of us did. But in the end, it won us nothing at all. The Fog King's attacks tore into us hard. Eventually, we gathered the High Entia and anyone else we found, and gave up the capital, so that we might live.
How awful.
My grieving heart belongs there. Our heartland, our capital. Yet I cannot even mourn it.
Maxis,
Huh? Yes?
please, you have to tell us how to get inside.
Shulk, be serious.
Boy, are you hard of hearing?
I heard you.
Then you should know better.
No matter the situation, we have to go. If I fix the junks, we can all leave this place. Then, once we're in Colony 9, we can make plans to retake Alchemoth.
No point.
Why not?
Shulk, do you think we took all that lying down?
Huh?
We're not stupid, you know. We did all we could. It's true. I want to go home. But that's a dream that won't come to pass, and it already cost too many lives.
Maxis.
I understand where you're coming from. Still, I have to be blunt with you. Let it go.
Now what?
Judging from the speech, I can't see us convincing him.
So this means we're stuck here?
Quite a predicament, Empress Melia.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I humbly beg your pardon. Gelgar, at your Majesty's service. Formerly of the Personal Protection Division of the Alchemoth Guard Regiment.
Is that so? Then the pardon is mine to beg, Sir Gelgar. And please, dispense with the Majesty.
Perish the thought, your Majesty. The recent war has rid us of the wicked purebloods. A new age dawns, and we half-breeds are chosen for its caretakers. With you, Lady Melia, as our shining paragon, I cannot but address you as Majesty.
I have no patience for wheedling. Especially from knaves who spit on their ancestors.
I would never dream of doing such. I merely spoke plain truth, no more.
As you wish. But the Majesty address is burdensome to me.
If you absolutely insist. Until you deign to acquiesce, Lady Melia will have to suffice.
So kind, Sir Gelgar.
Make no mention of it, Lady Melia.
Sir Gelgar, we really need to get to Alchemoth, no matter what.
Ah yes, I have heard your exchange with Maxis. Hindering the Empress's triumph. A narrow-minded fool, if ever there was one. To begin the authentication process, one must raise their hand to the transporter. The device is configured in such a way that only some of the High-Entier in this land and the Imperial family may pass. Hence, Lady Melia should not have the slightest issue activating it.
A similar mechanism to the tombs, then?
That's our ticket into Alchemoth.
Yes.
Tasty news! Friend Gelgar is good friend! Kind thanks, Birdmister.
Not at all. I am but a humble servant in Lady Melia's employ. If it not displease my ladyship too grossly, may I offer you my companionship on your journey? I have a modicum of skill with the blade. Please rest assured.
I appreciate the offer, but must refuse. We do not lack for strength.
Indeed. A great shame. Should the need arise, I shall remain ready to serve.
Certainly. By the way, Sir Gelgar, this outpost appears to consist of naught but soldiers. Where might all the other refugees reside?
They dwell beyond the Grandel ramparts, which lie below this point.
They live at a remove from you, then?
Yes, because of the Machina who live there.
What do you mean?
Might you have forgotten? When the war broke out, it was the Machina's treachery that lit the fuse. Were it not for them, we needn't have lost our brethren and our home.
You couldn't stand the Machina and thus moved away?
Precisely.
But the war is concluded, Sir Gelgar.
Some simply cannot let go so easily.
Melia, shall we go see for ourselves?
Ah, Yes. Very well. Sir Gelgar, we will take our leave of you now.
Do please take care of yourselves. You'll find passage to the capital through the Cragmore Caverns.
Sir Gelgar, thanks for this.
See you friend later. Please to be extra careful of self.
The same to you all.
Alright, so now we've got shops and stuff. There's also quests to do. And we'll definitely get to that, but in the next episode, because this one has gone on long enough. Though, before we leave, allow me to just say that if you're wearing dark blacks and purples with magenta highlights, and you talk about blood purity while wearing a plastered-on smile and having your eyes permanently squinted, you're probably not a good guy. Just saying. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we're going to grab a whole bunch of quests. See you then, friends.